to my channel. And also, welcome back to SLUMBER series, which is a series that I started way back on my channel where I wanted you guys to feel like you were having a sleepover with me. But I'm bringing it back in 2017 with a little bit of a twist. I'm gonna make it more collaborative and have sleepovers with other YouTubers. Woo! Who else would I bring in for my first episode? We've got Lauren Elizabeth.
What's up?
We've got Rebecca Black. Obviously, we've got snacks on deck. Yep. We've got some caffeine. Lauren, who's 22, has some wine.
I'm fine.
Today's sleepover is gonna be super chatty. We're keeping it very casual for this one. I tweeted out to you guys asking what questions you have for us as far as motivation goes and just juicy questions in general. So anything really goes in Claudia's bed. Let's do this.
What?
When did you all first meet?
4 or 5 years ago.
It's been a few years.
We met each other first in New York though.
True.
And then we realized we were both from Chicago. 2011 or 12.
I know, I met you guys in 2013. I met Lauren like a month before I met Claudia, and they were in 2 completely different
Yeah, I feel like I already knew Claudia for a year.
Wow.
I met you at VidCon.
It's been a while, guys. This past year, we've all like kind of reconnected. And
well, I remember there was one day where Rebecca and I were like, should we bring Claudia in?
We need.
Rebecca and I hang out, we're just like super like positive and like ambitious, and we were like, we feel like Claudia like needs us and we need Claudia, and then like after that night we all were just like,
we're all like, we all need each other. I guess kind of tying into that, do you motivate each other? If so, how? 100% yes. I feel so motivated and inspired when I think about you ladies. Like, I think we all have very similar work habits, and at the end of the day, we know why we're out here and what our goals are. And I feel like we're all really, really good at prioritizing, whether it's health, work, friendships, all that stuff in our lives.
And we keep each other in check. We like keep each other balanced, so like we know when to have fun, but we know like when one of us is a little out of control. And we're collabing because we want to work together and do a lot of stuff together.
And I feel like you guys I can talk to about business. I can talk to you about when I'm frustrated about something that has to do with whether it's work or just personal life. Like it's hard to find people that you can be like motivated and just actually have a real substantial conversation with out here. We keep each other in check.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Anyways,
who do you think is gonna get married first?
Oh my god, this is so funny.
we were
watching wedding videos last night. We're insane.
We're insane.
Claudia one time said at brunch, she was like, this is what's gonna happen. Lauren and I are gonna get engaged the same year because Claudia's boyfriend's gonna propose, Lauren's gonna see the ring and stomp home to her boyfriend and be like,
and then he's gonna propose to you like 4 months later. What about you, Bex? What's your life plan?
I'll be the single one. I feel like I am, and I'm putting this out there, I know I'm like making it happen for myself. I feel like I'm gonna get married later. Like,
but you're also younger than us.
I'm also younger, that's the thing. I feel like you guys will go through something first, even though we're all on the same page as people. They'll just, because they're a little bit older.
I'm old enough to be on The Bachelor.
Oh, that's so weird.
Let's not talk about it. How's your 2017 so far?
Pretty good. I've spent the majority of it with you guys.
Honestly.
Oh yeah, it's been pretty
I've just been with you two.
Who was your New Year's kiss?
Each other.
Each other.
Oh my god.
Very, very
Are we
guys,
are we gay?
Have you ever disliked someone the others have dated?
Yes.
Yes.
What? You guys both didn't like
I mean,
I didn't. I think dislike is a strong word. I think we've definitely been frustrated maybe with certain people in each other's lives. More so that than like, I don't like that person.
Well, yeah, because, but like, except for sometimes when I'm like, so-and-so's coming over and everyone's like, no. And they do that, they go,
What do you guys do to get out of a funk?
I think the first thing that I do is I have to admit to myself that I'm in a funk. It's when I tell myself like, I'm fine, I'll get through it. That's when it gets worse, and all of a sudden something will happen. You're like, you have to tell yourself, I'm not okay, and like I'm gonna work through this, and that's when it starts to get better.
You have to actually make active change. Because sometimes I admit that I'm in a funk, but I don't do anything to actually change it. Do the things that make you happy, which for me, since I'm so extroverted, has to do with people a lot.
If you're sad, let yourself be sad. It's gonna keep pounding in until you just let it out. Once doing that, I personally kind of have a mental list of all the things that I know if I do that, I will feel better about myself, more confident, motivated, whether it's writing a to-do list the night before a day or making my bed in the morning. There's like simple little things that I know if I do that, it will brighten my day and kind of give me that little boost.
It's not like one thing that's gonna change your life, it's the small parts of every single day. Like consistently. Continuing to make your bed every day. It's not like you make your bed one day and your life is like amazing. It's like getting up every morning, working out, making your bed, making your to-do list, checking it off. It's the small parts that add up to greater success instead of like one thing.
Huge lesson that we all learned in 2016, consistency is sexy.
Oh yeah.
All aspects of life. How do you deal with fake friends?
Why do you deal with fake friends?
Yeah, so let me rephrase the question. How do you deal with fake or negative people that you encounter in life? Because obviously that happens to everyone.
Negative people, for me, it's really easy for me at times to give someone the benefit of the doubt or like try to give them a chance. I have to tell myself, they're not your problem. Don't try to fix them.
Yeah.
Let them do your thing. Don't let it affect you. Someone once explained it to me like this. You have a bubble around you at all times, and the minute you let someone else in your bubble, they have the power to like affect you.
You are who you surround yourself with.
Sometimes you get yourself in a situation. I know, for instance, one time I was at an event and like every single person there I was just not close to, and like it was kind of like a fake weird thing, but I knew that for those 2 hours or whatever it was, like I wanted to not sit by myself in the corner, and I just like accepted it, and I like moved on and just made the best of the situation, but then never put myself in that situation again.
Right. I think it's very important to just stay mindful of the situation. It's okay to mentally remind yourself, okay, I am going to be nice to them every single time I see them at an event or party. They're going to be an acquaintance, but I don't necessarily need to go out of my way and ask them out to brunch or something. You know what I mean?
Another thing to add on to that, I agree. Be nice is, I'd say, the best thing you can do, but there's a way to exclude yourself from a situation without being mean.
Some good advice right there. Some quality
We've been through a lot.
I know. Nastiest food you have eaten?
I mean, Claudia tried oysters a couple weeks ago. It was like weird. You literally were like,
well,
and then like we like didn't talk about it.
You're like, what you think? I was like,
and then we just like kept like living our lives and literally are just now talking about it.
Didn't talk about it.
But then we had snails.
The snails were great.
I don't even think I've ever had that either.
Realistic goals you guys have for 2017 as a friend group?
Take more trips.
Take more trips.
I feel like we spend so much money on stuff, and we also spend so much time working. And so I think to solve both of those is like to spend more time like taking time off with each other. Like, we've been wanting to take a girl trip for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we never do because we get so caught
allowing myself to do that.
It's so hard. My issue is I always want to be available to work.
That is my issue too.
Where maybe technically I don't have anything booked in yet, but I'm like, oh,
just in case.
Yeah, exactly.
An
just in case if an audition comes up or a shoot comes up. Exactly. Like, you always keep yourself available.
But I feel like it's so important that like life goes on. For you go away for 3 days and you come back and like you didn't miss anything life changing.
Exactly.
You have like an awesome experience. But I think that, and then like collaborating with each other more.
Continuing to support each other and raise each other up, because that's what we're all about here. Have you ever had a crush on a YouTuber?
Yeah, who hasn't?
Yeah.
I once fit 8 people into a 2-door car.
Wow.
What?
The question is, have you done anything illegal?
I feel like there's probably so many dumb laws that we've broken that we don't even know.
Yeah, like broken into abandoned property. Sneaking out past curfew.
I definitely broke curfew.
By law. Back in Chicago.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself an introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert.
I always thought I was like the biggest extrovert, but I definitely am an
extroverted introvert. Right?
Down in my soul, like, I'm very extroverted, but I have become much more introverted over the years.
I would say the opposite for me. When I was super young, I was really shy. And since moving out here, I've become more extroverted, more confident in
when I was young, I was crazy.
And you're just a nut job.
You're a nut job.
You guys, this is the time to ask your deep, darkest, juiciest questions to each other.
But what's your type? Celebrity crush type?
Well, see, my celebrity crush is Harry Styles, but I've never dated a guy that looks like Harry Styles.
Yeah. No. I feel like that crush type has kind of expired for you.
What does that mean?
I've never done that growing up. Ashton Kutcher.
Oh yeah, you do, yeah.
Definitely was into Ashton Kutcher. Orlando Bloom, honestly, for me.
Yes, Orlando Bloom.
That was who I was obsessed with from Pirates of the Caribbean. I had an Orlando Bloom poster on my door that I would put lipstick on every night before bed. Kiss.
I'm about to one-up you right now. I'm about to one-up you right now. I had a life-size cardboard cutout of Captain Jack Sparrow in my bedroom.
I had a Justin Bieber one at once.
I just like made a box of a guy that I liked in 2nd grade, and his name was Jake, and I called it the Jake box, and I put a picture in it and stuff like that.
Why were we insane? Let's do more like dating questions. Yeah.
Okay. What's your advice for being friend zoned?
Doing the friend zoning or being friend zoned?
Oh.
Ooh. Let's start with doing the friend zoning.
It's called the slow fade.
The slow fade. Okay? Not ghosting. I think ghosting
is for
extreme measures. The slow fade, let me explain, is when you respond to the text messages as you normally would, but you don't further engage in conversation.
Right. And then you slowly kind of like don't respond as quick.
Yeah, very slowly.
He gets bored and then...
What about being friend zoned? I am so okay with being friend zoned. In my head, I'm like...
You just gotta know like another one bites the dust.
I never have an issue with it if it's someone I genuinely get along with.
Yeah, because then it's like you're not losing a friend.
Yeah, I would much rather have like a straight male friend than like have like a weird... If they don't make it weird, I won't make it weird.
What if you hooked up though?
I still think it's fine. I still think you can.
I've been friends with people that I've hooked up with.
Yeah. Everyone is in your life for a reason. Why would you want to force anything anyways? You know what I mean? Like, why would you?
I get why. I think the tricky part is it's really easy sometimes to meet someone and be like, oh my god, they're everything I want. They're perfect, they're great. And
me every time I meet someone.
Literally.
Right?
Like, literally.
We all do it, and you just have
to have this entire idea of like what it would be like. What
you can't act like you don't have those feelings because we all have them. Yeah. It's just keeping yourself in check and being like, one, I'm not gonna ignore any red flags that I see. I can't do that to myself. And also, if they don't want a piece of this, like, fine, bye.
Yeah.
Someone else does.
How do you tell a boy that you like him? I feel like people ask that all the time.
I'm so upfront with it.
I don't even remember the last time I did that.
I don't remember the last time I ever told a guy.
So bad.
You get to the point where like you're obviously not just friends. You're acting like more than friends, and you just have to address it. You don't have to be like, what's going on? Oh my god, like this is what needs to happen. Like this is like if we're dating, it's like I think you just need to be like, so like what's going on?
Starting off with the like-to-like basis, that you can pretty much tell with how you guys are talking to each other, texting each other, whatever.
Like exclusivity.
I think at that point, you should be comfortable enough with a person where you're not afraid to, where you can talk about it.
That's,
like I feel like it needs to be like an open conversation, and then obviously like the I love yous are like, we're all like shit. How do you guys feel about hooking up with a guy that one of your friends dated or has hooked up with?
Depends.
It totally depends on the situation.
Because like, did they like each other? Were they a thing? When did they hook up? How long ago? Like, why did they hook up?
If you know someone still cares about someone, or when you really get into testy waters, and I've never had this kind of a thing, I think what would be really weird is if someone were to be like, hey, I know da-da-da-da-da-da, like I really like him, and you still go and do it.
There's no excuse.
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, when it's a best friend that you're talking about and one boy, the chances of that boy being your future husband and your life partner is so slim to how long and strong your friendship is going to be with that person. Yeah. It's 99% usually not worth it.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. If you guys were to rate me as a sleepover host, 1 to 10, what would it be?
Fucking 10 out of 10.
11.
Like, are you serious? You had snacks.
You had snacks.
You had
healthy
comfy
snacks.
bed.
Healthy snacks, comfy bed, good company.
Good combo. 10 out of 10 sleepover.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's Slumber series. Thank you, ladies, for having a sleepover with me.
Anytime, God.
Also, if you guys are sad that the video is over, fear not, because we have more. We have 2 more videos on both of their channels. They will be linked down below. Be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. If you guys are coming from Lauren's, or did you just, what
happened?
I didn't do anything.
Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye!